Circles. Why can't they trust me any longer? Haven't they longed for someone new? Is it too late for me to state my apology? Someone could be to blame. To formulate, it would be me. Long and hard hadn't I searched too soon. Easier said than done would have been right. I've done a lot that I can perform for you. Now you pine for somebody that you'd adore. So I've come and gone losing to such a rabble. It's such a tragedy, such a pity, such a loss. Downhearted came my face to not lift my esteem. Every time you told me, I'd sink into my puddle. There's no winner, as you've stolen my smile. How could the raven purloin the worm? Ends meet when romance makes a circle. For I will shut my eyes. Only the tears could carry my guilt. Real-life innocence took me away. Even the darkest days engulfed me. So much for so long had dissolved. Today, I can't find my way back. What is it that I'm doing wrong? Is the road closing its point? Do you want to be left alone? Each inquiry seems to be unanswered. La. You've only left me in the rain. You didn't turn your eyes to me anymore. Anyone except myself seems to adore me. Must I be the one that's wrong for you? Only I got skittish, shaking with my eyes twittering. Now there's nowhere to run or hide. Grief and shadows have overcome my innocence. Somewhere within me have I dwindled and shrunk to where I grow silence with loss. There is no way out. How preposterous had I succumbed to becoming. Even the road wound around into an emotional circle. To my dismay, I'm at a loss. Regardless of my rejections, I too feel apologetic. Even though I grew hurt by his magic spell, even though I tend to disregard his ideal conditions, something about this still wouldn't be corrected. Each day I'm constantly on the phone. Various friends always think about my face. Even though not many people like my personality, real friends who handshake, bump, or five do. Yet, everyone is such a charm to me. Too long had I shown my friendliness. I go around smiling with charisma. My tuition hadn't changed, or at least I think it did. Even though we talk a lot, we still open the door. It will be forever that we'll be friends thoughtfully. Where would my friends be now? All of them booked vacations or hung out. Knacks are theirs, but what about me? Essential kindness shadowed a front. Usurping my esteem is what you can't do. Perfectness isn't perfect for anybody. I can't fall asleep at midnight because of this. Now my pillow hardens every time I think of it. There are circles encircling my circle of life. How come they spun and swiveled around me? Each of them has their own eyes to watch overhead. My tuition has shattered once again. I don't understand the ignorance and thoughtfulness. Dumbfounded am I to find what other friends are doing. Displeased am I to see such insensitivity and intolerance, lest I am alone to be ashamed, condemned, and isolated. Everyone doesn't want to talk, yet I'm puzzled. Overstimulated are the party people sporting around. Forget the Minnesota Wild hockey game, I won't go to bed. My tuition had collapsed now. I have no potential of falling asleep again. Done with resting my face on the soda and even noisily gargling saliva and drooling with my eyes open. I can't sleep since the TV speaker's volume blasts piercingly. Give me a few minutes to force this pillow on my face. Heck, I won't sleep tonight. Time does tick slowly. Time doesn't speed up. The earth lazily sips on A&W, you know. The circles enlarging and expanding the streetway. Houses populate and collide with noisy people. Effortlessly, I dizzied around, thinking about insensitive people. Can't the clock pause at which the earth stops consuming A&W? Leave the countertop open for the others to enjoy a float or two. Open the box with those cans. Maybe the rest will collide with cheer. Could you spare me another can? I need to keep waking up. Kooky is this world where nothing moves forward and keeps looping. Kooky is this world when we forgot about toilet paper. Essential goods were fine until Bounty and Charmin created pathways. Perfection isn't the key for them though, these pesky rules. They pass each aisle until one cried, I think my tissue broke off. Tuitions kept shattering. I can't take it anymore. Can't we stick to something new? Know this. I'm not sleeping any longer. I'm not resting on my pillow at this point. Noises downstairs were headachingly horrendous. Gusts of ear-piercing sound didn't like me otherwise. As I kept complaining without exculpating my plight, the time kept moving slowly and my back would slouch. The jealousy shattered my courage to sleep. Here I'll never faint away to dreamland. Emotional imbalance? It will reawaken me once again. Sometime in the morning, the sunrise will open its eyes. Possibly impossible was it for my waking up to the sun. Each day was as slowly. Each day has its lazy remarks. Daytime is dying with a polluted sky and insufficient air quality. Overextended unhappiness and uncontrolled anger? Forget about what you like about your cutie pie. I'm off to go yard peeing. Leave yourself and the others downstairs and let them sleep on the floor. I can't take the insensitive, ridiculous, intolerant, noisy rabbles anymore. Get which sleeping bags you'll repose in. Have you lost your mind? You've already used black and white, now use yellow. Take that color and form yourselves into chrysalides. Is it too late to state my apology now? Truthfully, it is perfectly too late. Is it too late to change everything? Sure, that is too late either. A teenager knows how to behave at school. Now we've created chaos and insensitiveness. New things don't go by the brain but by the eye. Omissions are a teacher's anxiety, yet they can't stand the loudness any longer. If you'd like to cause a racket in here, now you can't. People are trying to sleep, thank you. Get a tennis racket if you'd like to bounce around. Too much for me to handle, huh? Only the quiet is my witness. More noise isn't enough for any of the facilities. Even the furniture is kicking off their seats. It's too late. My tuition had vanished. My tuition did vanish yet in its tracks. Devilish anger? It comes around my radius. Even my darkest days are approaching soon. Finding true happiness would be true for you. Even when you find a clever smile within yourself, a thumb rotates downwards as I'm ashamed. Time ran me over, and the bags did grow. Everyone enjoys their solemn joy and peace. Doesn't anybody seem to get the concept? By the power vested in me, your intentions to make me sick should shatter. Today didn't go smoothly for me. Horrendous and damaging texts lowered my friendliness. Evil rabbles and insensitive emotions? Something must be wrong with my collection of friends. Easy are they to grab other friends to discuss with. Too much disrespect for the respected? Each of them couldn't understand my broken heart. Xing the insensitive acquaintances that don't keep the respect. The world had too much to offer for me. So it's such a suddenly bottom pit I fell into that day. It's difficult for anybody to notice the difference anyway. Anyone who fooled me had crossed the line. Masterminds steal the secret box and get away with it. Poor my precious tuition, as it had disintegrated. I did not get any thank yous from you, so I am incomplete with the talk, so my circle had engulfed my innocence. Everyone went away laughing, and now I'm waterfalling. Dust arises with each footstep as I slowly hover away. Only you saw my circle. In my opinion, friendships and romance will not last. Forget the talk. I'm going home.